Anyhow, I also decided, because I had this Kaler sitting around, that the Floyd Rose was not a good option for this guitar. I don't know why they did that or why they told me that we should do that. The guitar is kind of awkward because I don't know that either one's perfect for it, but I went with this Kaler and I countersunk it in. I did have to make a couple things to get the Allen screws in here for it. And I also took the empty, this part back here where the springs were for the original, the Kaler and the original tremolo. I put a wood block in there. There's a dowel in that. And then obviously the screws got it mounted in there really good. And then I put the X2N in it in the 90s. I do have the original pickups for this with the original mounting plate that has the two screws so that you could mount the pickup like at angles. And those were really cool, but I'll tell you what, when I added the liquefier pickup in the neck, these two pickups, man, sound really good in this guitar. It's the wood and the sustain and everything. It's for, you know, heavy metal, hard rock, whatever. It's really good. So the Kaler, great, worked great. I fixed the neck. When I plugged it in, the sustain was better than it had ever been in the guitar, which was really crazy. It actually sounded better than before, you know, before the accident on it. And then I will show you this if I can get a good picture of it. So I played it so much that I wore the frets out. And I just recently took it to the Traverse City Guitar store, Traverse City Guitar Company, and they put all new frets on it. And once again, it plays better and sounds better than it ever did. I say it's better than when I first got it. They did a really great job on the frets. Probably can't see really good in the video, but an excellent job. And one thing I can tell you that I remember as a kid, playing that F note right there was always slightly out, and whether it was because of the fret or the nut there was something that wasn't quite right. Everything else would be in tune except for that. Well, now it's in tune everywhere on the neck. It's great. So I love this guitar. I hope you like this video on it. And maybe when I record a song and use it, I'll actually try to show you that. Other than that, I just plugged in my old Alamo amp and used my iPhone to record some of the guitar sounds that you hear. So you'll hear the noise from my amp and, you know, stuff like that. But man, it's fun, and what a cool guitar. I also mentioned something earlier in the video about people will say, you know, oh, it's 80s, whatever. Well, one of the stories that I heard was the dude from Quiet Riot played these a lot. And I think some of his friends or whatever told him, hey, stop playing that thing. It's so 80s. And so he kind of put them down. He still owns them, but he doesn't play them as much. He plays like a Flying V a lot. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, who cares? Because it seems ridiculous to me that somebody would associate the design and shape and be like, oh, don't play that. Because it really is one of the best guitars ever made. And I've played a lot of guitars. I mean, it's just incredible. And it's a beautiful guitar. They were made in Japan. And there's two different companies, Yakima and Matsumoto, that made them. I don't know which one for sure that this is. I think it's Yakima, but they had transitioning too, where I don't know if they got the stock and then switched to Matsumoto. You know, I guess I could do more research and find out. But either way, it was made by one of those companies. And the luthiers there, I mean, it's unbelievable the work that they did on these guitars. Anyway, all right. My Washburn A20. Washburn A20V, actually, I guess it was called. Hope you like the video. Okay, so now I'll put some effects on it and let her rip. Bridge pickup. Might have to give it a little more volume. Just because of the pedal setup. Okay, it's got split coils on it, so all right, neck pickup. This full humbucker. Split coil. It's such a badass guitar. I mean, it just is. I don't care. And you'll hear people, oh, 80s, what? I don't. Really? Seriously? Who cares? I love it. And it's one of the baddest ass guitars ever made. Seriously. Right? Yeah!